focus on the present, because there is nothing more important than the gift of the moment. Please ensure that you are in a safe place and that your mobile phone is turned to airplane mode. Sit or stand with your spine upright. You may sit in a lotus position or with your feet flat on the ground. Do not cross one leg over the other. Place your hands on your sides or on your lap. Gently close your eyes. We will begin by scanning the body for any areas of tightness and relaxing those tensions. Let's start from the top of your head. Relax. Relax your forehead, your eyes, your ears, your facial muscles, your lips. Relax. Feel tensions evaporating from your head. And now, let's move on to your neck muscles. Relax. Shoulders, upper arms, lower arms, hands, fingers. Slowly let them go. Now work your way down the spinal cord. Relax one vertebra at a time. Relax your thigh muscles, calf muscles, feet, toes. Feel all tensions melting into Mother Earth. The next step is to scan for any remaining areas of tension and anxieties. Honor them and the conditions that have led to their arising. Gently, ever so gently, let these tensions and anxieties out of the body and your system. Now that the body is completely relaxed, let's slowly bring your attention to the tip of your nose. Breathe. Watch every in-breath and out-breath without control and without judgment. There is nowhere else to go and nothing else to do. Simply continue to watch your breath until you hear the sound of the bell. your ears. Hear what is going on around you, still maintaining a quiet body and mind. Gradually move your attention to the eyes. Slowly open your eyes and smile. Be grateful to all the conditions that give you whatever you have before you. You are now ready for the miraculous moment to be the best that you can be.
Okay, we come back. Relax. There's nothing that we need to worry because we have Buddha. So now we start with Arvind with your screens for the Sakyamuni. Okay, now let us join the palms. Namo Sakyamuni Buddha. Namo Sakyamuni Buddha. Okay, thank you for the Buddha's wisdom. So we are here today. I would like to share, not share my screen, but there is the article. Okay, so I share screen again. Wait, sorry, forget to click something. Oh, yes.
One who has a tranquil mind through cultivating meditative concentration will not be affected or surprised by what others say or what happens in reality. Meditative concentration. In Buddhism, meditators are often instructed to restrain the six sensory roots and to subdue and guard the mind. The practice of meditative concentration is to subdue the mind and focus upon one subject. Is Chan lively or dull? Chan certainly is lively. Most people think the way to achieve meditative concentration is to observe the mind whilst motionless during sitting meditation, and that action or movement would hinder the practice. However, sitting meditation is merely a method that helps give rise to meditative concentration and wisdom. Liveliness is what Chan is about, be it fetching wood or carrying water, drinking tea or eating food, walking, sitting or reclining, talking, silence, and even raising an eyebrow or winking. These all embody the spirit of Chan. Chan is a confident and unrestrained attitude towards all situations of life. It is humor in the face of adversity. Once, during a discussion between Chan Master Zhao Zhou and his disciple Wan Yuan, a devotee came and offered a piece of biscuit. Zhao Zhou asked,
"Who among the two of us shall eat this biscuit?"
Why? Oh, you, of course, Master,
said the disciple.
"That's unfair,"
said Zhao Zhou.
"Why don't we have a bet? We will bet to lose, not to win. The person who loses gets this biscuit.
What's the bet, Master?
Whoever degrades himself in the lowest way wins."
After you, Master.
Zhao Zhou began.
I am a donkey.
One man was shocked that his master would compare himself not only to an animal but to a donkey. He replied after deep pondering,
I am the donkey's backside.
I am the dung in the donkey's backside.
One man immediately replied.
I am the maggot in the dung.
Jojo could not think of a worse comparison, so he asked,
What is a maggot like you doing in the dung?
Just chilling out.
chilling out in a dung is a spirit of Chan. In this day and age, living in a high rise with sofas and air conditioning can still be uncomfortable for some, but Chan masters can chill out in dung. Is this not self mastery and perfect ease? Once, someone asked a Chan master,
How do you cultivate?
I eat and sleep every day.
Hey, so do I. So I'm cultivating as well.
Oh no! You eat and sleep differently. Everything I eat tastes delicious, and I fall asleep as soon as I get in bed. You, on the other hand, pick at your food and fidget in your sleep. How can that be called cultivation?
Chan is not exclusive to Buddhism or any individual. Who does Chan belong to? Chan is the treasure that lies within everyone. The goal of practicing Chan is to enliven the spirit of Chan within. If one could apply the spirit of Chan in daily life, one can be flexible and wise in resolving daily affairs. The wondrous spirit of Chan is like a pinch of salt that adds flavor to a dish, a picture that brightens a room, or a flower that adds color to life. One's life, actions, and speech will be different once the spirit of Chan is discovered. Chan can only be awakened to, not learned. Chan must be cultivated and experienced in daily life instead of seeking to understand it through knowledge. One who has a tranquil mind through cultivating meditative concentration will not be affected or surprised by what others say or what happens in reality. With the spirit of Chan, one can be at ease anywhere. With the spirit of Chan, one will not squabble about mundane affairs or worldly power and fame. How can Chan be practiced in daily life? Focus and concentrate on one thing at a time. Focus fully on each task at hand and be kind to others. One day, awakening can be achieved. Chan practitioners must extract their inner spirit of Chan. A life lived in Chan will be at peace, ease, and harmony with everything.
Okay, so anybody would like to share a little bit about the story or about the article? Yes,
Shifu, Jishan.
yes.
Good evening, everyone. Yeah, actually, my attention was caught by the last paragraph when it says that how can Shen be practiced in daily life? And in the article, it was said that focus and concentrate on one thing at a time. Focus fully on each task at hand and be kind to others. So basically, I think, well, I have a lot of things to do nowadays, but I'm not sure if I'm really focusing on them. I mean, I don't know if I'm able to practice Chan if I'm focusing on my work or focusing on something else. So it's like I do my best to focus, but I'm not sure if it's Chan or not.
So this is happen now, especially now with a lot of technology. We call multitask. While you're watching your cell phone, reading the article, at the same time you listen to the music, and at the same time you work. So is it really Chan practice or multitask? Which one we are?
Multi Chan, Shifu.
Chan or multitask?
Multi-chan.
Are you sure it's multi-chan? So just like what the article mentioned, focus in one thing at a time, but not because of the technology and also because of the greed of human, we like to do a lot of things at the same time. But for the chance, that is really for life. When you do task A, how focus from your mind, your thoughts, your voice, your physical body, everything. Is it really 100% focus? Or while you're doing task A, then you're thinking, later I should do task B. And then how I'm going to do task B. Your body, your physical is in task A. You're typing. Then here, for task B already. Sometimes even C, D, E. And then suddenly a mind come up, start angry. I'm so frustrated. So many things need to do. Oh no. So is it chance? And how to be chance? Amil, you get the answer?
Maybe half chances.
Okay, 一点点 slowly. Remember the last topic or the last week topic of verbal duty. There's one of her table that is when the things not arise, let it arise. 未生起时令其生 in Chinese. So when the thoughts arise in the good thoughts, you let it continue. Since already start, so let it continue. But now many question is, what if bad thoughts? Or what if negative emotions or negative energy? Okay. I like to share screen again. That will be, where is my, okay. Okay, the Chinese New Year. Can you see? No.
No, Venerable. The screen is blank.
Okay.
Emptiness.
Yes,
Oh, there
okay.
it is.
Yeah.
Okay. Happy Chinese New Year. We have Pongkan here. That's my purpose to choose this as our first. We are the Chinese New Year over. That is in terms of calendar. There's a seasons. But because of this season, so we have this Mandarin, or what we call the Mandarin orange, or Pongkan in Chinese, or in Hokkien. So where we are now, in the Chinese New Year, in the Pongkan, or in March 3. Today is a good day. 03/03/2021. So that is what we call concentration. Okay. Master Xing has the questions. What happened to the people now? Do you think he will have these questions? Do you think he will have or no? Sorry, because I share screen, I cannot see you. Any response, Mr. Arvind? No response. Okay, these my questions, not only to us, but also to Master Singing. But this question, since it's from Rebel Master Singing, what he think is about the humans. Okay. The humans or the normal people, we always have this concern. What have been bother us all the time? Sometimes is it the mind arise? Then start have a lot of things. Then when we thoughts arise. So in just now, the questions of Amir is very good. Is it really the chant or just a mother head talk? We talk ourselves or just simply ask ourselves silly questions? But is it related to our life? That's our concern. Okay. Most of us here are Buddhists. We always have these questions. That is, the passcode for the passcodes. Are you going to search? I think all of us searching for the passcodes, password, or the place, how to enlighten. What's the answer for the Chan Master? So we always have these concerns, how to enlighten. So the Chan Master asks you to look for the message. So where is the message? Or what is called message? For the Chan Master, he said that the switch that can have past, present, and future at the same time. Do you think it can be? Is there any? There's a constant. Okay, so the answer is 6D. What is 6D? Now we have 5G. We have 3D. But for the Buddha or for the Chan Master, that is the 6D, which is it can connect our past, present, future times at the same time. What is that? Anybody know? What is the things that connect past, present, and future at the same time? What is the 60? What do you think? Or what do we think?
60 station. Just
6D is the breath, Shifu.
6D is the stage.
The breath.
The breath.
Because if you don't breathe, you stop. There's no past, present, and future.
But the 6D is there's no stop. There's no stop. Even Buddha. Do you think Buddha stopped already? Buddha, there's no life. Someone mentioned conscience. Yes? Some more. 6D, 6D. Alaya, yes? What? One more. That is the karma seeds. The seeds. The seeds forever there. Can it be deleted? No. Can it be taken away? No. But how to do? Oh, that's the next question already. But what is the answer of the Chan Master? Where is the switch? Oh, where is the switch? And the Chan Master reply. Oh, sorry, it's supposed to be it never switch off. The S lost. It never switch off. So why you need to search for it? The karma is there. Forever there. Then why you need to search for this? The consciousness is there. The alaya consciousness is our karma seeds. That is the seeds. It's always there. And who's the one plant it? We ourselves. Not the Buddha, not Amil, not Irving. Nobody. But we are the one plant it. So how can we ask others people, where is the seed? Where is the seed? I always like to ask questions, right? Think about it. And after we learn Buddhism, or after we say that, the Buddhism, the teachings of the Buddha teach me so many things. And it let me realize I have so many bad habits. I have to throw away, I have to delete it because it's not. And after I learned Buddhism, Why my habit still there? Do you have this concern before or even until now? Yes. Do you think we have a lot of, or ourselves have a lot of habit and we learn so many things? I should change it, I should delete, I should throw away. But after learn so much, after read so much, the habit still there. I still angry. I still not happy. I still jealous. Then what to do? Here. Okay. So what's the answer? Can you see the screen?
Yes.
Since it cannot drop, since it cannot take away, why not we build a new one? Instead of keep thinking, I'm always angry, I always jealous, I always not happy, why not we build a new one that is, remind yourself, chant it, or make it as a habit. I'm happy now, I'm happy now, I'm happy now. Just like when we see something not as what we think. For us, we will have omitofo. Do remember. After we call the omitofo, what is the next? After we call, then we still continue not happy of the environment. So what's the function of omitofo? Just for you to call, just for us to call. Or after we call the omitofo, even you are not happy at that moment, just remind yourself, I'm happy now. You keep on repeat the good words in the mind. That means we're planting the good seeds. Then the Ayala consciousness is good seeds. Maybe the emotion not so good yet. But at least you have good words there. So with 10 times of happy compared to 1 times of angry, so we build a new one and it cover the old ones. That is what we call cannot drop. Why not build a new one? There's another story I like to share. Okay, can you read? No, I mean, is it clear the words for you? There's a story about the two Chan master. That is how the Chan master meditates by themselves, which is very similar with the story with the Zhao Zhou Chan master. And this one is about two Chan master. That is Chong Yue and Shou Shi. Okay. Okay. The Chan master asks, oh, have you, but you looks like a drunk person. So with the humble, ask the Chan master to compassion to teach him. There is 手智禅师. 手智禅师 is the a little bit white, the black one. Then he asked, have you go to the Chan master of Fachang? No, because he already read a lot about his teaching. So he think that I know him already. How about another Chan master? Ke Wen. Oh, he said he's a crazy person. Always with a smelly rug. So the Chan master Chong Yue asked him to go there and meditate because the Chan is there. Do you think you will go there? Of course, get shocked, but he still go there. Okay, Chan Yue still went there and learned from Ke Wen master. And from there, he attains the realizations. It's just a realizations, not yet enlightened. So he decides to wants to say thank you. And you see the Chan Master, he say, why you thanks to me? You should thanks to the stinky urine. Do you think, or do we think that will we able to do that when someone do bad to us? Or when someone really make us very angry? Are we really able to go and say thank you to that person? Of course, very difficult in the beginning, but we can do that. That is, I can teach, I can share with you because I really always do that before. When I really cannot, it's really very angry to someone, so what I do is because I feel shy and ashamed to go to that person. Because I learned from Buddha, I have to thanks to that person to let me to see the scenario so that I can improve myself. I have to cultivate myself, so many things. So what I do is I go to the Buddha in front of the Buddha statues, and then he's the person's in my mind. And what I do, I take him as Buddha and then bow to him 3 times. Then start to cool down. Then second time, the person appear again. So what I do, I go to the Buddha again and start to talk to persons and say thank you. So after a few times of practice, when I see that person anymore, I will not angry anymore. I can physical, face to face to say thank you for that person. I really do that. But it really took time. Because when someone hurt you so much, especially who someone hurt you so much, the person that close to you, only the person that you love, only the person that you know that hurt you most. And it makes us hate more. I do so much to you, and yet this is what you return to me. That is the so-called love. That is the selfishness. Because I love you, so you should really love to me again. That is in return. So that is really selfish. So after we learn the Buddhism, our love should be wider. My love to you is I love to you. Whether you love me back, whether you do good things to me or not, I don't care. That is the real chance. So that is the 3 times of the period that we shouldn't think what we do to others. That's how we upgrade ourselves. Okay, and next. Anybody know what is that? This is my name. My Chinese name. And who's the one write this? Mr. Och. So beautiful. For the information of Uncle Herman, Mr. Och is Filipino who do not Chinese character at all. And yet he write Chinese character and he learns from the Japanese teacher. So I would like to invite him to share his experience. What kind of chance mind when he's writing a calligraphy? Yes, Mr. Och.
Amitofo, good evening, everyone. So, I learned calligraphy uh, by chance because I was doing ikebana, which is an art of arranging flowers. And while I was doing demonstration for ikebana, I saw a teacher who was doing calligraphy. So I asked him, So after my demonstration, I went to the teacher and asked her if I could learn what she was doing. So the very first character that I wrote was, she had several pieces. So she said, "Which one do you want to write?" So I saw a character with um which looked like very simple, very easy. And the character that I picked was Mountain. So when I tried to write the character for Mountain, I was um I was nervous, but I was very eager to write it. So I did write it, and it started from there. So um I set an appointment with a sensei. We call our teacher sensei, and started going to classes every 3 times a week. So what's good about what I learned about writing characters is that when you start to um, mix the ink, it's like a meditation. So it's your mind is exactly where you are when you're doing the calligraphy, and it starts with um, when you do the ink. So we were already doing some. We used pre-mixed ink, but before we put the ink on the ink stone, we still do a little bit of mixing because we only have 1 hour. And if you did the traditional way of doing the calligraphy, you would need maybe 20 to 30 minutes of mixing the ink until you get the right consistency. So because we didn't have that luxury of time, we only had an hour to learn. We had to use the pre-mixed bottle. But at the beginning, we still have to thicken it a bit or thin it a bit to control the consistency. So I realized that when you write calligraphy, you lose yourself in the strokes. So what is it to me is that you have to be totally focused. You have to be in that space, and your mind has to be fluid, like the ink has to be fluid, meaning that you see the tip of the brush, how it moves in the paper, and you have that awareness. So in a way, your mind is the mind is extended to the tip of the brush. So so it's like when you press the brush, when you add pressure on the brush, then the line becomes thicker. And when you lift the brush a little, so you have the intention to lift the brush and you move your brush, the line becomes thinner. So it's really, if you don't have such observation, because you observe the pressure and you observe how you apply the pressure, you can't make that individual strokes. So as you are, because most of you probably know um, um, Chinese characters, or yeah, Chinese characters. The characters are, you cannot form the characters if you don't know the strokes, the stroke order. So the initial study is to learn the stroke order, right, which goes first. But later on, when you've been doing the stroke so many times, you flow into it. It just flows. So it becomes something like instinctive. So this is what I find to be very beautiful and meditative about calligraphy, because it becomes like meditation. So writing in itself becomes the experience, and doing the strokes, and you are just in that moment. So one time when I was trying to find out what is Zen, so there was a Zen retreat in Chuan Temple, and Master C was there, and during the retreat, as she taught us tea ceremony, right, Master? I remember that you taught us the chan of tea, and so we learned what the how heat is transferred from the vessel to the receptacle, and how to make all this very nuanced. We understood that it really is all about bringing your mind to what you are doing at that particular moment. So towards the end of it was a Zen weekend. Towards the end of it, I had an epiphany. I had a realization, and then so I went to Master C and said, "Master, I know what Chan is now." And Master C said, "What is it?" "It's here. It's right here under my nose." I told her, because I had a realization that it is the moment that you realize that you have to be that clarity of mind to be in the present. So in calligraphy, this is a practice that I was able to continue. And I learned it through 6 years, and um, every time that I'm faced with an empty in an empty piece of paper, then then the whole experience of experience of being in the moment starts all over again. And I did that 3 times a week, and I was very happy that I completed the course, because there are times when really we would have exams, and I would be in the classroom for maybe 3 to 4 hours just making 10 scrolls. we had to make I had to make 10 scrolls, and then my teacher would choose the best one, and then the best one would get sent to Japan, and then it would get graded. So there were competition. I didn't real you know I wasn't after winning the gold or silver or bronze, because I didn't realize that there was a competition among students. But um because I don't know what it was, but maybe because I was diligent, I wouldn't stop until I finished, and because I had a very good sensei, a very good teacher. If the foods that I've become very tired, she would serve me tea, green tea, and she'd say, "Okay, relax first, relax your mind, and we just enjoy." And after that, I would go back to writing the we have two major scrolls in a year during Tanabata, which is July 7th, and I think this is after that. I forgot that, but it's after a Chinese festival, Sifu. I forgot what it was. Um, yeah, and then the next one is the first scroll of the year, and that was the hardest part, because those were the times that you really had to that I had to make 10 scrolls. So um, there were times when I would like to give up. I said, "What's the point of I don't even speak Chinese. What's the point?" And uh, I'm writing all these things, and I know the balance. I'm learning the balance. I'm learning the rhythm. I'm learning how to appreciate calligraphy and where to look. But it's I'm the only one who's learning it, right? Like in the Philippines, not a lot of people would know where to look and how to appreciate it. But I went on because I had an inspiration, because I had an intention and an aspiration. So every time I'd go in Siddhartha and we'd go to different temples, I would see the calligraphy of Venerable Master Singyan, and that had always inspired me. So when I see a new scroll, I would approach the Sifu from that master and ask, "Sifu, can you please explain? There's only two characters, but uh, what does it mean? Because I know this one means this, and just the literal meaning." And then the Shifu would explain the deeper meaning. For example, uh, I don't know how to pronounce it, Sifu, but it's like uh, pausing, or Buddha's way. So I saw that, and then when I did an exhibit, because after 5 years, I had the confidence to do an exhibit. My starting point for the exhibit was the book of Venerable Master Singyon, which is called um, Travel with Cloud and Water. Yeah, so and I got that from Taiwan. So um, I was able to finish it because of seeing Venerable Master's work, and the aspiration there was that you know Venerable Master Singyon is quite old and can hardly see, but he continues to write. Why does he continue to write calligraphy? It's to it's to spread the Dharma, and people who see his calligraphy, people like me who don't understand it really. who don't know what the strokes are like, but it gives you a chance to ask Sifu and learn about the Dharma. So I said, I can do this. Maybe I can write what Venerable Master Ching writes, from his book and from his teachings. And then when people ask, what is that? Why is then I can slowly also share the Dharma with them. So this kept me going until I finished. Um, and I'm glad I finished it because now I have another way of sharing, of being able to spread joy, the forgivings. So I'm able to give to the ink and the brush and the paper that I have learned to use as tools for Dharma. Sipo, thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Och, for sharing how he emptied himself when he start to practice. And that is really very difficult. Even for me, I'm Chinese. I also, when we are young, we also forced by the teachers how to hold the pen and everything. So of course, until now, I'm still not good, as good as Mr. Och. But that is how he emptied himself. But that is because I'm sure the one push him or the energy or the strong ways to let him to continue in 24 hours. He need to write 10 pieces of the, I don't know how many words, but 10 scroll that you need to write. And I think for normal people, why I need to do so? Just give up. But I'm sure it's because of the Rainbow Master singing and also the Buddha's teaching that push him to have this kind of determinations, and not only determination, but also his diligence. He want to do something. And then now in the Facebook of the Zen Temple, I'm not sure how many of you really notice. You can ask him to write for you.
Thank you, Sipo,
I saw it.
mentioning, right?
Yes. Oh, so those who, Amil, what's your Chinese, what's your Gui Ming? What's your Dharma name? Uncle Herman, you can have it. Uncle Herman.
Can I add on to what Mr. Och was saying? Okay, when I'm in Philippines, I will look you up and I'll learn from you.
You can ask him to write the Chinese character for you first.
Yeah, I like what you say, doing the calligraphy. Yeah, I'm not good at sitting meditation. So I tried using doing sutra copying. Yeah. I like your expression saying that, you lost yourself, in the stroke while you are doing the writing or the calligraphy or the copying. Yeah. Yeah, I like to do calligraphy. If I may share one piece that I copy on the Great Compassion Dharani. Can you see on the screen?
No. Can you get clearer? You need to near to the camera. Oh yes.
Yeah.
But it lost.
Okay.
Maybe Avin, you pinch his video so that it can be bigger.
Can see?
Not so.
Okay, doesn't matter because yeah.
No, you take out your background screen, then we can see.
Can you see?
Your background screen, your
background screen.
Yes.
Let's see. Background.
Your video, you go to your video.
None.
Yes. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
This I'm using the red ink.
Yes.
Yeah, this one I'm using the black ink. This is the red ink.
Yes.
Yeah, this is the
yeah.
This is a black ink. Yeah.
You trace or you write?
I trace.
Oh.
Yeah.
Trace practice for meditation.
Yeah. Right? So sometimes I will tend to use different font. The calligraphy. Yeah. So when you really, concentrate on writing it, you can get lost in the strokes, as what Mr. Och was saying. Yeah.
Maybe not lost, but focus. You are not
Lost,
lost.
lost in the stroke. So you kind of forgetting yourself. Yeah, you're so indulging, in every stroke that you are writing. Yeah.
That is very clear. So you are not lost. It's not lost. You are not lost in the tracing. If you say lost, then people will start to worry. If I go meditation, I lost my way. Then I will become the 恶魔.
Okay.
Okay. So I like what thank you for Urge to share how he focused when he's trying to practice, and also thank you Uncle Herman from Singapore to share with us how he do the how he train himself for focus, not like what he say he's not good in sitting meditations. For your informations, my research paper when I was in master, that is about sitting meditations to children. And from there, I'm very happy that I found a lot of way, which is not only for children. So since we still have a little bit time, I like to share a little bit another way of train ourselves to be focused. Okay, so I like to share my screen again. Okay, so now I'm sure all of us very familiar. She or he is Guanyin Pusa, or we call Avalokitesvara Bodhisattva. For those who can make it big of your screen, now to look at the face. How is the eyebrows? How is the eyes? The nose? The mouth? Just this, just the face, only the face. Look it very clear and focus. Focus it very carefully and do not lose it until the music stops. Now, close your eyes and think of the face of Avalokitesvara Bodhisattva. Close your eyes. Think about it, how it looks like as what you see just. Slowly bring back your focus to the screen. Slowly bring back your focus to the screen. The one that you see, is it same with the one that you have when you close the eyes? Is it still the same? When you close your eyes, do you have second thoughts? Or you only see the face of the Avalokitesvara Bodhisattva? Have you ever lost your mind, go to other spaces? Yes or no? Okay, should we have some sharing now about when you see the picture, when you close your eyes, and when you open the eyes? Anybody would like to share something? Tobin, can you unpin the video, the screen or the camera? Anybody would like to share? Is Lydian going to share? Would like to share?
Okay.
Lydian?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, Venerable. Yes. When I close my eyes, I saw the image of Bodhisattva smiling and very calm. And when I opened my eyes, I myself, that energy was transferred to me because I actually had a very disturbed or very angry day like today. And actually today's class seems to be very, very deeply connected with my feelings. So yes, when I open my eyes, I feel more calm. And when I look at the face of Avalokitesvara Bodhisattva.
Thank you. Anybody else would like to share when you see, when you close, and when you open? Anybody else? No? So when you see, when you close, and when you open, have you ever lost it? No. Yes. If yes, that means you need to practice more. When you see, I only use 1 minute. When you close, I also use 1 minute. So when you see and when you close your eyes, if in these 2 minutes, we cannot focus it, then there is the reflections of ourselves. Number one, consciousness is, do you aware that you lost? So we have to go step by step instead of jumping. I lost. I don't know what happened, what I'm going to do. No. First step, aware first, consciousness first. Did you lose it? From the 1 minute to another 1 minute, did you lose? Okay, number one. Number two, when you lost, what you do? Come back or continue let it lose? Let your thoughts continue flowing and flowing and flowing. I'm sure Lillian never, because after she opened, she smiled. She feel calm. So I'm sure she didn't lose in the 2 minutes. And she see the picture, the smiling face of the Guan Yin Pusa. That is focus also. And this focus is very, very effective because I really do it. And who's the one teach me that is Hui Zhao Fa Si, the head of the meditation hall in Taiwan. He's the one teach us when I'm still student, of course. And he give all of us this picture and he asks us, look at the eyebrow for 1 minute, for 30 seconds. Then look at the eyes 30 seconds. And he's the one say, you have to listen for my instruction. Now only eyebrows, so you don't see other places. That's 30 seconds. And then next question, next instruction. And then when you close your eyes, immediately the whole picture or the whole face of the Buddha in front of you. And you can immediately feel the calm. And I can guarantee to you, with this one, the Buddha is really in your heart. Can you imagine almost 10 years ago, I practiced this one, and until now, when I have any negative emotion, the image of that Buddha that I see, it automatically comes out in my image, in my mind. Then I cool down after 10 years. And I only practice during the time of the class. So I'm sure that you can continue to see any, use the picture, because the picture you can see it clear, far, or whatever. Don't use the statue, because the statue you need to stand there and stand long. You feel tired, especially when getting old. Okay, so use the picture, and you can put in your cell phone. You can see it anytime. When you feel tired, show it. Oh, maybe today only see the eyes. Then tomorrow only the nose. And then one day combine it into a face. Especially the camera or the cell phone now, we can make it big. Or we can extend it. That's really useful. That's I really do it. I really very happy when I meet Hui Zhao Fa Shi. And for your information, this is the camera, or how should I say, is taken by Weber Hui Zhao himself. And because he know everybody like Guan Yin Pusa, so he print a lot and give away. I'm not sure in Zen Temple if still have this picture, or if you like, I can share the one that I scanned. I can share in our group chat in the messenger. Then you can download it. I'm not sure the resolution is it good. Maybe you can find a good one. I'm not sure, but mine is a scan from the computer, from the scanner. Okay, just one. Any the good. I suggest.
I have it. I have this. Yeah,
oh,
I have this.
very good. Oh,
I also have this.
wow, very good.
200
没有，20六没有，20没有，20 you don't have. Irvin is your problems. Sheila, you have this one? Oh, Irvin, it's still your problems. When you invite them to be your president, you never give them the power of the Buddha. Oh no. So please.
Sorry, Sabo.
Huh?
Sorry.
Okay, so now you know what to do.
Yes.
At least those who here in the group, especially in the Cebu, try your way to give them one. Okay, I'm sure we have more in the temple. You can ask Miriam if you still have. Okay, this is really very powerful. A lot of story about this picture, and even just this one. If someone's sick, you just put beside the serious, beside the person's, then it can give the person energy, or even just hold it. It's really very powerful. Trust. It's really a lot of so-called story because of the Guan Yin Pusa. Okay, so that is one of my practice. I use a lot of way because I really do a lot of research. Just because of the children, I thank you to Fo San Singapore because of, that is very good also, Amel. So you make it clear to you. I suggest to use the picture of Buddha or the picture of the Jesus that you can see it. But the picture of Jesus maybe need to use the one a little bit happy. I don't know if you can find it. Okay, but something looks happy and oh yeah, urge. But urge you want is to you have to for the face. Don't one time don't do it a lot, huh? Face first, and then face and the head. And then the whole body, slowly and slowly. Don't do it one time. I can tell you, if you do it one time, you are lost. Practice
Okay,
as what we practiced just now. Start from the face first. Oh, very good. Start from the face first. And then with the head and the Guan Pusa on top of the head, there is a Amitofo, the teachers of Guan Pusa. Okay, so do it slowly. You can, that is one of the practice for focus. Like what Uncle Herman mentioned, and also in the article, he mentioned the focus not only sits, not only cross the leg, but it's everywhere in your whole life. Amil, what's that? You show? No, no, no. What's that? No, no, no.
BTS, Shifu. BTS.
GPS. GPS.
No, Shifu. BTS. K-pop.
For? No, 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 no. The one cannot make you, the one only make you angry. It's better Buddha better. Better. Okay? Nature. And nice. Okay? Okay. I like to share the screen again for the very last. That is like what we see when we practice the chant. If we only practice for ourselves, not to others, we are single-minded. If to yourself, to others, that is mindful. Not to yourself, not to the society is mindless. Not to yourself, but to others, that is simple-minded. So the mindfulness we can do everywhere. From the body scan, the eyes, listening, breathing, and the five senses. It's everywhere. It's really everywhere. Okay. So, and then next is the whole article. It tells us that the chants can build confidence for ourselves, and we will not restrain to the surrounding. When we face the adversity, we will be happy now. I'm sure Lillian tonight she can sleep very well, and tomorrow she still continue a happy face. And do remember the chance only awakened and not from learn, but it's from experience. Learning is not, learn the chant is not through the knowledge. Okay. Okay, the last message, that will be the one who has tranquil mind through cultivating the meditative concentrations will not affected or surprised by what others say or what happened in reality. Our minds, we want to go to the pure land, heaven, or hell is from ourselves. Okay. So, any others? Question, sharing, practice. I don't suggest, I know there's one meditation in Western country, and I think they already move in or import into the Asia. That is, they will ask you to imagine the happy place or happy moment that you have and use the one as your focus. I can tell you, I do it before, like what I told you, because I really do a lot of research, not only research, but I practice it myself. It will lose. Because unless the person who guide you, there's an instruction there. That's why I really highly recommend the apps by the Nantian, because if you set 1 minute, after 1 minute, there's an instruction to teach you how to come back to the reality. The one I ever been joined, they call, I don't remember what they call, TM. I don't remember the T stand for what. The transitions.
Transcendental meditation, Shifu.
Yes.
TM is transcendental meditation.
It is dangerous if you don't know how to control yourself, because I practice it and I really almost lost. And it tells us that Imagine in the happy place that you like to stay there forever. I can tell you your mind will stay there forever. And you don't want to come back. Because their guideline, they never teach us how to come back. So the best practice is what the Fokwan-san do, only here. Huh? Oh, here only, huh? The chant is here. Also, you can see the Buddha. Because the Buddha give you kindness. Then you will focus. You will not lose. Okay, so that is the two practice. Very, I can say, is more safe. Okay, if you like to listen to the music, but make sure you know how to come back. Or there's an instruction to teach you. Do remember, you need to check in, you need to check out. You need to have an instruction for you to check in, you need to have instruction for you to check out. If you listen to the music, how you know how you come back? How you know how you check out? Okay, then of course we might say that then Sifu, the purpose of the meditation is for us to always to have the calm mind. But the calm mind and happy mind is not the same. When you're happy, you will have sadness. That is contra. But if you're in calm, it's different. Okay, so no, I'm not playing the words, but it's really different. Calm, happy is not the same. Okay. Anybody else would like to share something?
So Sifu, so in meditation, you're talking about calm mind and happy mind. It's not the same. So which one come first? Do you calm your mind first, then you achieve the happiness? Or you have the feeling of happiness, then your mind will go into the calmness?
Okay, the stage of calmness is different from the stage of happiness and joy. There's one more word. Uncle Herman, joy.
Joy. Okay.
Right, joy, you have joyfulness, you have joyful. How about the joy and happy? Can you differentiate? Herman and Peter? Joy and happiness. Can you tell me which one comes first? No. Right. So what is the stage of joyness? Joyness is something that you forever stay there. But do remember, when you have joyness, you will have the sadness also. But when you come to calm, maybe we can use the example of Lillian. She feel calm after she opened her eyes. And now you don't see the picture anymore. Do you still feel calm? But if you see the happiness or joys, there is something you see, you're very happy, just like any of us, or we don't have the picture. You're happy, you joy, but when the happy and the joy, when the picture not there anymore, is it still there? No, you have to think back. Like, I'm so happy when I'm in the beach. I'm so joyful, I so enjoy when I'm so joyful when I'm with my family. But when there's no more family, when there's no beach, your happiness, your joyness, no more. But when the calmness, wherever you are, is there, that is the tranquil mind. Okay? I'm not playing the words, but I hope you really can understand what I'm trying to say. Okay?
So 师傅 then 大师有说过，我们不乐世俗之乐嘛，是乐在那个法乐里面。说这个法乐就是 joy in the Dharma, right?
Yes.
So this joy in the Dharma will linger in us for a very long time. Yeah.
But it will lost when you didn't continue to practice.
Yeah.
It is like the boots. Remember? 到了彼岸, when you 到了彼岸, you have to throw away the boots. When you already go, when you using the boots, that is the Dharma words, the Dharma teachings, using the boots. And you already reach the shore. You still continue with the dhammas, you still continue with the Buddhas, or you just go. 涅槃寂静 that is tranquil mind. Okay, 涅槃寂静. 寂静 is tranquil. It's not yet calmness. Calmness still sometimes you will go down again. But tranquil is forever there. Just like the stage of Buddha when he entered Nirvana. That is the Nirvana, that is a tranquil mind. Forever there. It will not up, down, it will not lost forever. 寂静. Okay? 可以吗? Yes?
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. If no more, it's already 9:20. So should we transfer the merit through reading a prayer for everybody? So Abin will share the screen.
I'll share the screen. We'll have the prayer before the end of the night. Okay.
Okay, let us join the palm.
Prayer before retiring for the day by Venerable Master Xingyun. O great compassionate Buddha, the day is gone, the day has passed. Although I am unable to stop the course of time, I pray to you, Buddha, to allow me to realize the true meaning of impermanence. Although I am unable to follow the footsteps of the sunrise and sunset, I pray to you, Buddha, to allow me to see the value of life clearly. The day that has just passed, I had ceaseless delusions and ignorance. I had ceaseless worries and restlessness. But relying on your compassion and respect-inspiring virtue, your wisdom and guidance, I passed the day in complete safety. From today on, may I be like bridges and roads that extend good causes and conditions to the world, like fresh spring rain and dew that alleviate the affliction and tiredness of all sentient beings, like the forest and old trees that provide coolness and ease to all beings, like the sun, the moon, and the stars that illuminate all beings who have taken the wrong path. O great compassionate Buddha, the day has passed. On such a night, I can feel how quickly life and time have gone by. Just like a fish in a shallow water, I know the time is short. I cannot help feeling the impermanence of life. I can only pray to you, great Buddha. May I possess a magnanimous mind and forgive my enemies who have mistreated me. May I have a grateful mind and repay my friends who have helped me. May I have a mind of prajna wisdom and reflect upon my own shortcomings. May I have a zealously progressing mind and carry out your compassionate teachings. O great compassionate Buddha, thank you for your teaching and guidance. May I abandon the weapons of hatred and vengeance and enjoy the refreshing happiness of hearing your teachings and meditating on Dharma joy. May I remove the shackles of attachment and liberate my body and mind. O great compassionate Buddha, today is gone and my life is one day shorter. I pray for your blessing. From today on, may I be able to have no fear, no delusion, no worries, and no nightmares. Relying on the support of your great power, may I rise and retire with you and enjoy boundless happiness. May I find true self and have eternal life. O great compassionate Buddha, please accept my sincerest prayer. O great compassionate Buddha, please accept my sincerest prayer. Namo Sakyamuni Buddha. Okay, so dedication of merits. Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you, Safo. Please turn on your video so we can take a photo.
And we are happy we have a very special guest from Singapore, Mr. Herman.
Thank you,
And
Safo.
we hope you can join us as much as you can.
Thank
I
you,
know
thank
you're
you.
also very busy.
Thanks for inviting me.
We would like
hope
to invite
to,
Herman
yes.
to lead in one of our class one of these days.
Yeah, I will let Bernard know about that.
Yes, that's
thanks.
Okay, so picture so we can invite people and join us. Okay, smile. 1, 2, 3. Okay, one more. Lotus flower. 1, 2, 3. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Good night, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
감사합니다.
Okay.
Okay, bye.